defeated. I am Nigeria. I am Nigerian. I am the citizen. Citizen FM 93.7 Abuja.
Citizen FM Abuja.
Yes, thank you for joining us on Insight, Citizen FM 93.7. My name is Lawrence Umoette. A lot of commentaries have been on in the public space. Yes, sorry about that. Once again, welcome to Insight on Citizen FM 93.7. Lawrence Umoette, my name is 1013 in the city of Abuja. And off we go on the show. The political space is still crowded. Emotions and sentiments have become rife as expected. Claims and counterclaims persist. Major players are digging in, maintaining their positions. It looks like it's going to be a long day in the struggle. The presidential election has come and gone. A winner has been announced. The result is disputed by some of the contestants. The political space is unfolding at a very fast pace. And my guest on the show today is the vice presidential candidate of the People's Redemption Party, Haruna Zego. We will talk to him after this short break. So you can join our live stream on YouTube by typing in Citizen FM 93.7, and you can also listen to us online on www.citizenfm.ng. And not forgetting that you can follow us on our social media platforms on Facebook at Citizen FM Abuja, and also on Instagram at Citizen FM 937, on Twitter at Citizen FM 937. So that's how it's going to be. We'll take a short break, and when we return, we will unveil our guests. Please don't go away. Thank you for staying tuned. It's still Insight on Citizen FM 93.7. And as I told you, we are looking at the unfolding developments after the presidential elections. A lot seems to be happening in this political space. And my guest is the vice presidential candidate of the People's Redemption Party in the just concluded 2023 elections, Haruna Zego. Thank you for joining us on Insight, sir.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yes, straight up, a lot of commentaries have been on the public space since Saturday. But before we even go into the specifics, generally, what is your reaction to the outcome of the election and even the process of the election?
Yeah. We have an outcome, don't we? So what's my reaction to the outcome? Well, in every competition, there's a winner and there's some losers. So we have a winner. The way the winner emerged is what is in question. And I would say, as a personal view, there were irregularities in the election. The INEC did not keep its word and on a lot of things. And but as it is, generally there's a winner. And I believe the law provides for anybody who feels he was denied his election to take redress to I think there's section 65, which you can ask for a review, or you go to the tribunal, but there's no real reason to overheat the polity.
Okay, you said a personal reaction. Is your party what's the official position of the party? Are you seeking a redress? Are you heading to the tribunal as a party?
As a party, which I shouldn't be speaking for the party should speak for itself. So I would rather wait for the party to come out its own position on that. But there's a winner, there's a loser. Our party has always been a law-abiding party, and will take action based on what we see. There are places that we feel that there's some issues that came up which are not supposed to have, and we could seek to address those places or a review. Places like Plateau State. But apart from that, it's on a case-by-case basis. So we'll look at what will be done. I think the party is in the best position to do that.
Okay, talking about your party, from the result as presented by the INEC chairman, your party, the PRP, scored 72,144 votes. Do you think this is... Are you disappointed that you didn't get more than this, or for you it was a good outing?
Disappointment, yes. You go around to campaign, you will be disappointed, but you have to remember something as a party and as an individual and a member of the party. I'm proud that our party, after 40 years, has been able to bring out a presidential campaign and play at the national stage. I'm proud that our party was able to move from the impression that we're a regional Muslim Hausa party to a stage where we are playing at the national level with presidential candidates from the southwest and Muslim and myself, the vice presidential candidate from the Christian minority parts of the Middle Belt. So we've achieved that, and coming eighth, I think, in an election where we're playing for the first time in 40 years, yes, we would have done better. We had the opportunity to do better, but you have to remember that our party is a party that does not play money politics, in the sense that our party, and we got a lot of membership, as we said, a young membership into the party. But of course, they are not also trained in the ideologies of the party. They don't understand that this party is a self-help party. So you help yourself because you want to take yourself out of the stranglehold of the elite society. So they do not understand that this party plays a different game. It's your commitment that takes you to your polling station to ensure that you secure and guard your votes. It's not the money that you are given. Also, some of our candidates are mostly fresh new into the party, so they do not understand that too. So a lot of times they were more dependent on, we need to have funds before we do this. But that's not what the party stands for. That's not the party, how the party has been able to survive all those years. The commitment to party. So yeah, we lost a lot of votes because of that. But overall, I would say we're glad, we're proud that we stood it till the end, and we did not go into alliance with anybody. Neither did we sell ourselves out as a party or as individuals.
Okay, if you're just joining us, this is Insight on Citizen FM 93.7, and my guest is the vice presidential candidate of the People's Redemption Party in the last election, Haruna Zego, and we've been taking reactions from him on the just concluded election. Now, let's look at the data. Let's look at the figures from the result. Less than 24 million Nigerians actually voted in this election. Some people are saying this may not entirely be down to voter apathy, or is it?
Well, I think there's voter suppression, not voter apathy, because I think from what we're hearing in the news, a lot of states are saying, no, they got more votes than that. And the turnout in some places were quite high. The youth involvement in this election was very high. And for the election to come short of the total number of votes in the last election, 2019, then you can say, well, this number is not quite impressive. But as I said, there's a bit of voter suppression, suppression of votes. So, no, we're not happy. I don't think we are happy with the numbers. And I don't think I don't think it is fair on a country now like Nigeria with nearly 90 million plus voters, registered voters, to only come short of even 30% or 35% of the voters turning out. It's not a good representation of the will of the people. So I think there should be more sensitization next time, and we should make sure that INEC keeps to his word. The security agencies keep to their word of protecting every and give us a level playing field down for the election subsequently.
All right. Let's look at the current atmosphere in the polity with the disputation of the result by some political parties, the call for everyone to move on, and everything, handling the tension by parties and the candidate. How easy it is for the contestants, especially at the presidential level, to make your supporters commit to peace in this kind of environment?
Well, you see, it's not after an event that you start suing and enlightening your followership or followers or voters. It is before the elections. You come to an election knowing it's either you win or you lose. So right at that point, as you go campaigning, you ensure that your voters are sensitized, because Nigeria is greater than myself or yourself or anybody else. And the unity and oneness, the unity of Nigeria should supersede everything else that we do, and that's why you are seeking for office. So as a candidate, you must educate your voters. You must tell them this, especially for the young voters. You have people who have voted just once. This is the first time they voted in their life, and they believe that it must go their way. No, that's not the sensitization they should have gone. They should have been told that let's go and do our best. If we get to the promised land, good. If we do not, then we'll try it again. Now, that is what is lacking in a lot of sensitization of voters. And this is not what we did in our party. In our party, we ensured that we made sure everybody knows what we stand for, what we're going to do, and what we expect of them after elections.
Okay. Looking at the Nigerian political map, especially after the official release of the results, it looks as if the political map has been redrawn. In political theories, people say this normally takes time to come. But now you had 3 political parties going neck to neck. What do you think was responsible for this? Is it that the voters are now more political savvy or more aware? Or what exactly happened?
Well, it's about the frustration in society, more or less. People were frustrated and they wanted to show their frustrations at the polls. You have majorly 3 parties, or as you said, that they're running neck to neck. Those are because people align with certain parties, people align with certain individuals, and that alignment caused the problem. But then also there is also the cultural and religious factors that came into play. And when that came into play, it also further divided the people along ethnic or religious lines. And so you're bound to see this push and shove. But if there were those ethnic and religious influences that didn't come to play, I'm sure we would have seen a more or merely, as it normally is, a two-way race.
Okay. All right. Before we let you go, still talking about the figures also, and if you look at the final result, it shows that almost more than 60% of Nigerians did not vote for the eventual winner. So that puts a huge task on the president-elect. What do you think should be the first move for the president, especially when he's sworn in? What are the challenges for the next president?
Well, the first thing he shouldn't say is call anybody a gorilla. Mm-hmm. And he should accept the fact that it is a contest and people will do all their best to win, to make sure their interest is protected. So first and foremost is to embrace everybody. I think we tried to do that in his speech yesterday, and I think he's moving in the right direction. It's Nigeria first, the interest of Nigerians first. So he should embrace the people of Nigeria. They came out to vote here. They did not 60% did not vote for him. But that you will never get 100%. So it should be an all-embracing. Not an all-embracing government, but it should be an all-embracing leader.
Oh, well, thank you so much. We have to let you go there. Thank you so much, Haruna Zigo, Vice Presidential Candidate of the PRP. Thank you so much for your time on the show.
Thank you very much, Lawrence. Have a great day.
No, you too. Well, that's our first guest on the show, Vice Presidential Candidate of the People's Redemption Party in the last election, Saturday's election, Haruna Zigo. We've been getting reactions from him concerning the outcome of the presidential election. Inside, we'll take a short break, and when we return, we will unfold our next guest. Please don't go away.